once you get the experience, the level 2, all that good stuff, right? So I will never message you first. So with that being said, STI, let's see how it does. I got small size, just 1,000 shares. Here's the open. My level 2 seems to be glitchy a little, but it's moving up. 37. Okay, so we're gonna get an opening surge. I'm gonna size up a bit. What's the high? 44. I like that first initial push there. That's a good sign for me. 31. Oh, I'm late for 31. I'm gonna cut that immediately. Will we get another shot down there? Taking 28, but it's going to the depths. So sizing up aggressively there is not going to work out for me. Getting caught. But it is going to bounce back up, which is good. So the lows were at 15 there, or maybe like low 20s. High 45. A little tricky. Coming down to lower levels again. Getting stopped out. Down $300 here to start. Okay. Again, maybe I might have been using a little too much size there initially. But it did look good off the initial push, so that's okay. GOEV. This one is also moving up a little bit. Low of 22, high of 240. There's a big seller here though. Are we pushing through? Did I just see 44? Yes, I did. Will it continue? Okay. Of course, my share size was baby size. This could flush down here, but I might add. What's going on? 63. It's churning too. Seems like it's churning a little much, but it's going. I'm a hyper scalper, so I'll keep trying, but it really seems like it's struggling here, to be honest. Let me get it up on Thinkorswim. STI is bouncing, which is good. 60. 55 for the low right there. CMAX. Got a few halted stocks. I don't know what they look like though, but watching GOEV here. That's a good bounce. Will it continue? Or do we need to dip a little bit more and then try again? Uh, It might still go here. Yeah. And well, there's a seller. I'm gonna go short. No shares. The seller's getting bought up though. 100,000 shares. 65. 88 remaining. If it breaks through, I'll go long. 77,000 remaining. 76. We're not getting that rush of volume though, so it might pull back first, is my guess. 56. I'm going to be patient here. I don't want to be buying this high. I might take the long on STI here as well. Over 25 area. Can we hold? No, I'm too soon. It's rejecting. Okay, switching back to GOEV. I best not be too early here. 50. 48. 47. Did not take me to the depths. 51. Can we climb? Can we climb? Can we climb? I'm willing to add back. But we need to be holding up. I really ought to be using more size, I think. We have good accuracy so far. Can we get over 60?
LCUTVARI.
Can we keep pushing? Oh, okay. I'll try again. Can we keep pushing here? That seller. Okay, we're at the seller again. 65. I forgot about that seller already. Jeez, my memory. 63,000 shares remaining. It seems to still be a problem. The 5-minute candle though is looking good. And there's 2 minutes 30 seconds left. I suspect it'll go, and if it does go, I want to be in. But I also want to make sure I have a tight stop here. Everybody knows that there's a seller, it hasn't sold off. That alone is already a good sign. Doesn't guarantee a move up, but you know, I'll just watch and see what it does. So that's like a false, you know, if you want to say rejection, I guess. Yeah, rejection. I wonder if I should prep size. I'm gonna prep size. But I don't want to take, let's put STI over here. Okay. 56 remaining. I don't want to take off any of these stocks I'm watching though. Because I think STI can give that red to green. Let's see, STI. WL, I gotta configure it quick. WLDS. GOEV. So nice, beautiful consolidation brewing here. Well, we just have to hold up our levels and then get that new high over 65. Should have took size there. I'm sailing, man. What the heck? 64. WLDS seems to be selling off. I think this is getting ready. I think this one is getting ready here. Oh, there's a hidden seller too. Wow. That was good. It broke that 100K seller's gone. But there's like another seller there. Are we gonna try again? Nope, might be coming down. 55. Can we hold up 55? Man, that was good. That was good though. I already had 5K size there. I like that it's not selling off here. It might try again. Because we could have been down at 40 already. 58. I just gotta be tight though. I just gotta keep it tight. GOEV 65, notorious level. This is, I like this though, you know, it's like, it's telling me that shorts might be here early. It's a chance it fails miserably, but if it goes, it could be good, right? If they're already here and they get caught covering higher, right? So it just depends on how this plays out. Will we go higher or lower? If it does go over 65, I'll be in with a tight stop. If it doesn't, I'll try to avoid any trade going down. Unless it miraculously holds up the lows again, which I would have my doubts at that point. So here we go, 64. There's a small churn here. It must go through. Scratch. Gosh. I'll wait a little. Okay, 69. We should rip up to 80, 85, 90 if this is any good. Hopefully. But sellers early. I hope I'm not too aggressive here. It's not a great move. It's not what I thought it would have been so far. But it could still be getting ready to go. 80. It's slow to go, but it's going. That's something, right? Better than nothing. Some people will just try to buy the breakout and be in a little longer, but I still rather the quick scalps here. 72. Seems like there's a bit of selling coming in here. I think this is pretty fair though. I'll try again. I wanted sub 70, but okay, I'll try. I might try and hold this one a little longer if I can. If not, that's okay. 78, not bad. Break, can we get break of 80 with size here? Waiting. It can still erupt and go crazy. This is like still the beginning, I think. Alright, small size. Back to small size. I'm not seeing anything dramatic. it still has the potential to go up to the halt level if it gets going. This is still like the baby steps here we're taking. Like, why we're not going? Come on. 84, 85, 86. It's like they're still trying to short it, but it's like it's still getting shorted even here in a breakout area. If it keeps going, I think it's gonna like, move like for real. This could be too early. Yeah, 72. All right, I'll just be patient. If I keep getting scratch trades here, that's fine. But if it really goes for real, is where I need to capitalize. Like if it gets to 90, 95, 3, 310. The halt up is at 27. I don't want to get into holding it long in certain areas. Gotta just be patient until it starts to really just be super aggressive. I have the size. Okay. It might get going here. Is this it? Are we getting ready? Hopefully, if we do use size, we get a winning trade first, because that always helps out. It's still very mild, moving very slowly. We still haven't had an explosion yet. If I remember correctly, the float on this one was like 28 million, which isn't bad. I'm watching, waiting. Tight stops for me as always, looking to manage risk. I want to be careful of a false breakout here too, because that could always happen. That's too early. So let's see, 82. The lowest saying 76. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not gonna get in there. Chopped out. Should have known better to wait. Guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, hit that thumbs up button, support the channel, the first chance you get. Of course, some of you guys might actively be trading, but the first chance you get, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. There's 94 again. So we had a low of 76, or maybe 82. I didn't see 76. It's a little aggressive here, but can we get over 98? Can we get over 98? 98. I want to be back in if it does. But I still have small size. Okay. 3. And it's... Try again. My gosh, what's going on? What is that, man? That's the slowest move in history. Maybe it might not be one of those type of stocks, you know? And I have to adjust expectations. But I'll keep trying though, smaller size now. The high is at 04. Come on. 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 9, 10. Is it getting ready to go crazy here? Is this it? Probably should have held that position. 19. It can still do more if it's strong. Like if it gets like really crazy here. So I'm gonna keep watching. Just gonna wait patiently. The high is at 19. There's 20. It should go up to the moon here. Oh, shoot, jeez. Do not sell off. All you do, keep going. Okay, it's gonna drop a little bit. See, right, once that starts to happen is where we can just rip to 65 into the halt up. There's 50, and there's the halt up. I'm not gonna make money there, but at least it's gonna give the move eventually here. Took long enough. Oh wow, that's a good bounce. Can we see 70? The halt's 77. 77 to halt up. Come on, let's get locked in. This is where it must get locked in, or else it becomes too extended and then the chart starts to get messed up. Halt up 77. What will it be? $54. 54. Come on, man. It seems to be churning here. I might get back in though. Yeah. Oh no, 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 no. I would have been in sooner if it wasn't for that. It's a great trade there. It might keep going. Tight stop. The halt's 94. Can we see it? 405 for the halt. Some selling came in there. Halt is now 405. I'm surprised it didn't chase it down there, so I held that trade, but kind of took a chance and lost. Usually we'll chase down the halt level in that situation. So the low here is about what, 62? I'll try tight stop as long as it doesn't flush out. 70. Can we get 75? Okay, there's 72. I'll take that. And then back to 60. So it might be coming down here. And it's off the charts at the bottom. Off the charts. What's the low? 43. 42. I'm going to try here. Type stop. Can we see 50? There's 48. Okay, good enough. Couple cents. And there's 50. And there's a bid as well. Can we see 55? Maybe not. 52. 52, 53, 53, 53 on the ask. This is a pretty healthy pullback, I think. I mean, the last 5 minute candle closed so well that I think I might want to be in here holding if I get the chance. Do not go to the depths here. All you do. And I got 47 fill. So maybe I take a loss. It could come down, and it is 36. Okay, let me size down 1500. That's what I should have did. I think, well, hold on, let me take a second. It looks pretty good, but I need to wait. Let's see what this low is. Being a little too aggressive there. Why couldn't I think of that before losing $300? I don't know. But anyhow, so let me wait, see what this price is in for a low, and then kind of go from there. Okay, so 33. All right, I'll try for 33 here. Tight stop. Smaller size too. There's a seller 38, 23,000. We're gonna break that seller, which is good. I like that though, you know. Let's see what it continues to do here. So we got a couple cents. Maybe it does retest the low here eventually. It also might not have bottomed yet. It's still possible, but watching. Looks like it's coming for a new low. 32, 31, 32, 31. Do I go for it? Is it backside? I might try again. I might try again here. It's kind of getting to where it's almost like too much of a drop now. Like now I've lost 400 off the top, which is not good. Still going down. Maybe that's it. I thought it was looking pretty healthy, but you know, Friday we did see this kind of thing too, where I gave up on the dip and then the dip's just, you know, it gives a crazy move, but not that I want to overcompensate here, not at all. And yeah, this I think I'm done with it. It's just too low. It's moving. Let's see, STI. Man, come on. Not even one green candle in there. Dip just keeps on dipping. But it was a nice move to the front side though, right? Geo EV. It should give like a good 20-cent bounce at some point, but we've seen stocks sell all the way off before doing anything. It's why we have to always keep the stops tight. WAVD is interesting, but let's see. 32. It's coming down already. 41. Yeah, it looks like it's already rejecting. This should be a good dip. 91. Do not blaze me here, please. Gosh. Got a high fill. Tried for 80, 80, 85. And there's 4. I'm out too early. All too late. Do I want to call it a day right here? That's the real question now. Should I take what I have and run? Don't look back. We're at 20. We had losses. Oh yeah, STI. Wow. We're at 2200, which is a decent day. Man, Steve, thank you, brother. Steve, man. Steve the man. And I walk off screen, I come back, I forget to turn on the mic. But yeah, anyhow, so I was saying that I don't know if I should walk away or maybe just, stick around with small size. Because Friday I missed the move. Friday I missed the move. Why is it moving like this? IMRX. Okay. All right. Pretty decent. Volume is definitely coming in all right. It's tricky. Maybe we need to pull back. It's moving though. That's at least something. Oh, I got filled on the ask. Death announcement. I gotta take that loss. Jeez. Brutal. Good bounce there. Beautiful bounce. It's a good stock if you're reading it right, right? Which is the tricky part. There's a bit of a spread, 5-6 cents. So 90 was the low. Pretty good, pretty good. Most impressive. I gotta be careful with the higher fills. So I'll probably be buying the bids if I need to. Low of the current candle is 95. I'm in kind of high, not hoping for a higher low. Probably should have been more patient there though. Could have definitely been more patient, but let's see how this does. Can I see 10, 15? It's churning here. Gonna cut it. Is it done? 85. Not happy that I'm red on this one, but whatever. Okay, cool. The other stock, STI, might be coming around here soon if it gets over like 310. It could have been up like 600 on the front side, man. So even if I gave back 300, still net green 3 something would have been decent. But red, unacceptable, unacceptable. When I step off screen, it's simply to try and clear my nostrils. Nothing more, nothing less. Not walking off screen in like disappointment or anything. Oh my goodness. I've lost on the dip twice today. This is now like $700 worth of losses on just the dip. Do I want to avoid the dip for now and just maybe focus on the front side? Front side breakouts. Maybe if there's another stock, I avoid the dip. $2.66. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. Also, if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Consider subscribing. So here goes STI. Will this one continue to climb on up? There's 7. I don't want to see it really above 10. What's the high right here? 12. Yeah, like 12. If we can get above 12 and hold above that level is where I'd really be interested here. Seems like it might be able to, but gotta wait. 96. Coming back down. Yeah, GOEV was due for a bounce at some point. WAVD sold off. What about cheaper ones? WLDS sold off. THPS or TPHS, so also kind of sideways. Nothing looking particularly good. I think STI over 312, and that's probably it for now. Unless something hits the scans in terms of an uptrending move. But I've lost $1,000 here. I've lost $1,000, right? Or something close to it. So I gotta just consider, protecting the gains here. I think it's okay to stick around and, trade. And if I happen to be red on something, it's all right because I don't like it, but sometimes that's just what happens, right? You trade a stock that's moving well and you just didn't connect. As long as I'm sticking to the rules, I'll always be all right. I just don't want to find myself trading any stock that's not worthy or stock that's outside of my programming, right? I don't want to go start trading, Snapchat and Nvidia and all those stuff if I don't usually, if you're somebody who's doing that, that's part of your style, you have that implemented into your strategy, it's different. But for me to just, click on any random stock and just say, yeah, let's go, it's not the way. We must have a good percentage gain. We must have high volume, lower floats, good pattern, tight spreads, good price action on the level 2 and time and sales, and clear levels. All those things must be, in alignment. VERB was also mentioned. I mean, some of the guys here in the day trading team also had a hard time last week. But, as similar, like we trade very similar, but we also trade somewhat a little different at times, right? Like some of the guys will trade lighter volume stocks. Like I refuse to trade certain stocks. Certain stocks with halts and lower volume, you just can't see. I just can't do it. I don't know why, but I just will not get involved. Sometimes something like that could make the difference. Maybe you get caught in something and you get a bigger loss, it throws off the week. But then someone else that traded, somewhat, the same category of stocks did a little different. Of course, strategy, some people are also holding longer in the broader community, right? Some people are holding longer. Um, I think confidence is also a big part of it. Sometimes our strategies are very delicate. Most strategies are very delicate, and so whether you're hyper scalping, regular scalping, or whatever, if you lose confidence, you can find yourself hesitating and second guessing, and that alone just makes you red. That even though you're normally a good trader, that right there kills you. So usually it's like, hey, smaller size. So hold up, Pixie. Let's see, Pixie TVST. Yes, I think it's higher float. Pixie. Pixie. No, the volume there is not quite where it needs to be. Depths. Yeah, but anyhow, it's usually small size. Just trying to get back on the side of consistency with winning trades. That can then lead to your confidence going back up. And then, of course, you then size back up eventually. Which stock is this? GOEV. Let's get these two on screen. So STI at 03. Again, I want to see it getting to 12 and then holding above 12. I wish I had the data to see for how many days I stick around longer, how much more I've made or lost. I don't track that specifically, but I could. But it's one of those things that's pretty tricky, man, because there's been a lot of we have to be very net green, I think, because there's been a lot of days where we came back and we do a good job managing risks, right? So we don't usually lose too much. But then when something is good, we do very well. So I think for me, it's a successful thing, but it's just one of those things where you got to be very careful, and it usually doesn't feel good when you stick around and then you don't, win, you lose, and it's like you just don't want to get to the place where your mind is playing tricks on you, where you're second guessing every decision. That becomes pretty rough. You're saying, man, I should have just left out. Why did I stay? That stuff is not healthy. You just have to make the decision and just, live by it. STI, will we get a move over VWAP? Waiting patiently here. I'll give it like 30 minutes and see what it does. Why am I so honed in on STI if it doesn't have any news? Well, for one, I didn't even know that I didn't even know that it didn't have news. If I'll be very honest with you, I stopped looking at news like maybe like 2 years ago. But I see a pattern here. That's why I'm looking at it. I'll pull up my drawing tool. So it's currently bear flagging, and it's the only recognizable pattern that I can see now that looks decent compared to all the stocks that I'm watching. You know, this is what I'm seeing here. It's like it's getting tighter into this wedge, right? Is that, hold on, let me redraw this up top. It's getting tight. It's getting tighter. It might fail, I don't know, but we started off the wedge very wide, very big range, and now it's getting tighter here. So is it going to go up or is it going to go down? I don't know yet, but if it goes up, I want to be in, right? Tighter, tighter. Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? We've been getting higher lows, but we haven't been attacking the high at 12 yet. But we'll see. So this is the bear flag, and if the bear flag, curls back up, then we can get a good opportunity. Other than this, I'm not seeing anything else that looks remotely familiar. Target price, I mean, if we hold above 312, can we at least get up to like 30 eventually over time? Doesn't have to be one candle, but can we like slowly curl up, slowly curl up? And if it gets to 30 and can hold above 30, then I expect to see high of day at 345, which can then lead to a push to the pre-market high at 51. And then at that point, I zoom out. Where's the next daily level that I had? 420. If we get over 351, can we go to 420? If it holds above 351 nicely, then I start to get convinced that 420 might just be a reality. But if not, maybe it rejects the pre-market highs and then eventually sells right back off again. Certain things I don't know, I don't question either. For me, I've just kind of brought my mind to just reacting to whatever it is that is here in relation to the strategies that I trade, the patterns that I trade, the edges that I look for. Some people might say, why did this stock go to 450 and the other one only got to 350? Like, that stuff I have no idea about. Why some of them will sell off in areas where it looks so good. I've just got to come to grips to just say, hey, just accept it and just move on. And I'm pretty sure there's some sort of science or mathematics behind these things, but I just look for the next opportunity. But and right now I'm also open to trading any stock that fits my criteria, right? It doesn't just have to be this one. If something curls up and looks good, or let's say something else, right? Or something hits the scans. It just depends. Wherever the opportunity is, that's where I would want to be. I had to learn that during the banking crisis last year. So here's 03, there's 04, there's sellers though, 5, we got sellers, okay, 6. Well, let's keep going here. This is where I start to get a little interested at least. We got up to 6 right there. I want to be careful of early entries before 12, but I can try smaller size. And there's some sellers at 10. Will it get through the level here? There's 12. There's a 12,000 share bid. It's battling, it's fighting, and you see how this volume is like coming out of nowhere. I'm not gonna even question where it's coming from. All I know is that there's volume coming in, so I'm gonna go in too. Why not? But can we get over 12 here? Can we hold above 12? It's having trouble. It's like that rush of volume just. But that's what I recognize from being here all the months and weeks, right? Is that in years, is that when there's a pattern like this can sometimes happen, which makes me interested in watching at this stock. There's 18, there's 20. I'm gonna start prepping for size here. This is looking like it might mean business. Yeah, 22. Okay. And this is not 100%, right? We have no idea if these moves will happen, but when it does feel good to know that, what we're doing here is not nonsense. Because at times, the probabilities are not in your favor and you start to lose a lot. So 16, this is good. This is pretty healthy here. That's a brutally high fill. It's okay. I need to not miss these trades or I'll miss the move. Ay, ay, ay. I tried buying 12 right there. Should have bought the bids, perhaps. I'm not looking to hold the trade super long because we could still fail. But so far, so good. Sellers coming in at the highs. Hopefully we can get a proper pullback here. Again, okay, 21. It's like it's struggling. Can we keep going? Yeah, it's having issues. Okay, we're taking losses. It's hard to tell if it wants to go or if it's going to need to dip first. It's like it's giving mixed signals. The 5-minute candle though is strong, which I like. And there's a minute and some change left. Really? Time. I just got to be patient. If it's strong, it'll give opportunities, more than likely. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. I don't like my trajectory right now. It's not good. I'm very inaccurate here. It could pull back a little more too, but so far good balance there. But you see how that level there is like almost like like a spring for now. We'll see how long it keeps doing this, but I'd expect it to go over 24 at some point if it keeps holding up. Six, it needs a slingshot here. If not, it's to the depths. I shouldn't have gave that the chance to get me. I should have took that winning trade. $3, oh 2. It might be coming back down. This type of stuff is fine, but it needs to get back up above 12. The oh 2. Man. What's worse about missing a move is missing a move after expecting something, you know? It's a good bounce here. Time, 46. It's just moving weird. So, and nothing with those small bids. It's moving weird, so it's just a little tricky at times. But this could be a big area here if we can hold up. And then attack 24 again. This is good. This is good. It's pretty good. What will it be though when we get to 24? That's the real question. Just need to string together a few winning trades, and gain a good rhythm here. Another small topping wick. The spreads were wide right there, so I didn't get in. I'm being mindful of those fills on the ask, so I'll take the breakout trade here. Let's see how it does. 18. And there's sellers too, man. It's not going to be easy. Never is. What I don't want to see is a pullback to $3 again. Anything except that. Because we're looking healthy, and the new 5-minute candle is 2 minutes away. If it keeps holding up above 10, it should go eventually. He has got to survive all this consolidation and chop here. Okay. So it might try again.
P-I-X-Y.
Come on. It actually should have went right there. I don't see why it wouldn't have went. There's enough buying. 18. Could be good. This could be good. I just got to be patient. And maybe I even overtraded this range here a little bit too, but just got to remain patient. I might get back in. Okay, nope. I'm buying expecting it to go up with the green on the tape, but it drops. It's interesting. Some people in this area will decide, hey, I'm just gonna wait, let it go above this level of 24, and then get involved. But you know, I don't mind the attempts here. Let me see. Yeah, we haven't really.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store on a single integrated platform. Add products, showcase them dynamically, and seamlessly track your inventory. Accept multiple secure payments. And design your storefront down to the very last detail. Get all the tools you need. Drive more sales with customizable gift cards and flexible product subscriptions. Retain customers with a point-based loyalty program, email automations, and reach millions with sales channel integrations. Complete your setup with a personalized analytics dashboard. Make smart business decisions and shape the next phase of your business. Build, manage, and grow from one place. Go to Wix and launch your online business today.
Here's what you get: unlimited access to our case studies, test questions, and as many full-length exams as you want. You can check out study guides, downloadable flashcards, CDs, find a study buddy, and even take a free practice exam. Don't forget, you can access exam banks 24/7 and have the option to upgrade your membership for a longer time at a reduced rate. Finally, you receive emails covering content that will help you study for the exam. We're here to help make this exam as quick and painless as possible. And here's our guarantee. If for some reason you don't pass the first time, let us know, and we'll give you a second subscription to the site for free. We want you to pass, so join today.
I wonder if I need to be more active. I've been more on the patient side here, believe it or not. I'm gonna jump in here. Can we get over 35? 32 stalling out. I'll try again. Come on. We have what it takes. And still nothing. 29. There's sellers though, right? There are sellers. Like, it's a little thick here. I mean, throughout this entire range of like 24 to like 35. But it can get to the point, if it keeps inching up, like the other stock, it'll get to a point where it starts to fly. Where it starts to fly.
CLVR.
Might have sold some of this too soon, but that's okay. We're making progress. That's all that matters. The low right there was 20. Our resistance was 24. So this is pretty decent. It's holding up. Now, can we get over 35 eventually? I should have been back in at like 27, but I wasn't. And we're kind of getting like a quick rejection there, 33. Are we trying again? It seems like it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go, but I don't know when, or even if it will. Okay, it's gonna go right there. All right, all right. Do not reject. Do not. It's gonna go right there, and it's gonna make me look good for the audience, so I don't mind. but 42 short sellers are in trouble. And I'm gonna keep trying because we're at highs. It's still churning though. We should be flying, but it's churning. They're done. They're done. They're done right here. They're toast. Oof, too early. Too early. They're done. They're finished though. This is it. Gonna keep going. But what is this? Still this churn, man. We should be flying here. 404 is the halt up. Is that a two? Was that 20,000 shares or 200,000 shares? It's getting like it's not making sense. It's not making sense. And sometimes you just don't get it to move in the exact way, you know. Sub 40, sub 50 there, not bad. Son of a gun. You gotta not get frustrated. It's doing a good job on the candlesticks, but the level 2 is like no good. I'm wondering if I should switch it up a little bit and just try to be a little longer here, but I'll need the entry if I'm going to do that. But so far we have higher lows in the pullback. The height of current candle is 59. Is that a double top? We could say so, but it's still here. Still trying. It's gonna hold 50. It's holding fairly high. That's good. Are we getting a bigger pullback at the end of the candlestick here? See, this could be a good pullback, but it could be like the other stock too, where it just sells off like all the way. I guess 24 is still the area, and we had a low of 25 right there. Why does it have to be this way, man? Rough move down. part of me feels like I should stop here. I'm gonna try this entry, but part of me does feel like I should stop because we had the front side move and I didn't make anything. Well, we made something, but like nothing crazy though.
CLVR.
But I do love that we had the bear flag red to green there. That was a good setup. Looking back at it, I needed to just buy a 312 and waited 20 minutes. But in the moment, especially being that I love the quick scalps, I could have not had known. So all part of the game. All part of the game. It's holding up 24 areas for now, but we'll see. It could be worth an entry, but we've lost on the backside twice already. And this is what the market does to you, right? So I'm opting not to be in at like 25 area. What the market does is that this stock will probably go back to 40 just to try and make me to get tilted, but that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Good old RT is gonna keep the discipline. Stay cool, calm, collected. And look at what it's doing. Is it selling off? Maybe it's gonna sell off here. I don't know. It's not looking good. Yeah. So my discipline is gonna pay off. At least we got back to flat, but I think it's just like a stock for me to be up like 800, maybe 1K on the higher side. But the price action got funky once we started getting over 24. Didn't capture anything with size, took losses along the way. This pullback not going higher is tragic, man. This is where like once we get above 350 like this, I mentioned it's where I start to think we can see 420 if it keeps, holding up. But we've been seeing a brutal backside. Once the stock is done, there's no curl back up or retest. It's just down. That's it. So short sellers are getting like a nice continuation here. If they reshorted high at 65 area or 55, whatever. I gotta watch out because I actually don't mind when this happens and we bottom out, let's say like right here, because I then watch for the 5-minute setup back up and a retest of the highs. But if this is not bouncing, I need to just avoid that trade and just save myself the trouble. So I gotta keep an eye for tomorrow and the next few days to see if this keeps happening. That way I avoid that loss. So GOEV.
ATFB. FRTY. PIXY. CLVR.
GOEV, I don't know, man. I'm gonna walk away here. I think this is a good place for me to walk away. But it does look decent. But I'm gonna walk away. It's a good day, 2300. At least we were able to make back a little something there on STI. Solid day, and hopefully we can see some better momentum tomorrow. But today was a good stream. This was a good stream. The stocks definitely made me look a little, I mean, I always look good up here, don't get me wrong, but the way how these moves kind of came through on the right set of timing, you know, it's like if I had a crystal ball at some point here today. And this is a joke within the community because I actually do. Right? I have this ball right here that we'll joke around with inside the community, and the battery's dead again. But anyhow, so this is a light ball, and the light is shining green. Big green, ladies and gentlemen, big green. Let's see. Is this one charged? None of them, it's like the battery might just die over time or something, because I charge these things up and they still no good. But anyhows, this is where we're gonna shut it down, man. We're gonna shut it down. So for those of you who are going the distance to 4 p.m., some of you guys maybe even after hours, you gotta stay disciplined. You gotta stay locked in. Keep looking for those opportunities that you know and love. GOEV is crawling back up, and maybe can be one to keep an eye on. But that'll do it for me here. That'll do it for me. So if you guys are interested in these links that I have down below, the first one is for the, I believe is it, well, whatever. There's 3 links, right? Momo Pro is going to be one of them. And this is the scanning software that I use to compile my watch list every day. This platform, the discovery section, I really like. This is where I can essentially get the gap scan and create my watch list. The high-low stream can definitely use some work though. It's a simple update that they need to make this better, man. But the guy over there at Momo Pro, man, he's slacking off, I think, just a little bit. You know, whilst the platform caters for every type of trader, it can like 100% lock in, I would say, all small cap traders if we can add a percentage gain to this area here. Hey, I don't want to see anything below 50%, let's say. That immediately, and it's simple for them to do too, that will tighten up this entire stream for us in this small cap world, making it ideal, right? The platform is already fairly cheap, but they need that feature. Until then, this is still too noisy for me. Like, I don't need to see BBIO right now, you know? But anyhows, yeah, check out Momo Pro, code Relentless for 25% off for 6 months. Other than that, check out the chat room. The chat room is where we hang out each and every day. And the stream is over, so let's pull this up here. Let's jump over here. And I'll show you guys what the chat room looks like, guys. This is the chat room here. I forget how many people do we have in here. There's a lot of members. Yeah, like this chat room is pretty big, man. But yeah, you guys can check it out. It's a great place for, you know, like-minded people. People, you know, what are your small cap options? Doesn't really matter. If you want a nice community to be in, to be a part of. And it really does help if you are watching some of the small cap stocks, of course, right? But yeah, it's a good place. It's a safe space. We keep it professional. And a feature that's also pretty good here is the voice channels, right? And right now, I've stopped streaming for the day in here, but the voice channels are essentially like a phone call, right? And in this particular channel, we have the students. Marcel is streaming some scanners and stuff there, but in here, the other ones, it's like an open floor conversation. Some people will choose to mute their mics, of course, but, you know, we'll take turns for different call outs. You know, talk about our days, stuff like that. We've had virtual meetups before. And of course, for those people, we give them access to share their video, right? But we don't do these super often, but every now and again we'll do one. Like I shared one recently, right, of the MMU students and myself. But yeah, we'll hang out in there, we'll chop it up, because ultimately we're seeing these same names every day for years. And so, it's, you know, sometimes it's good to put a bit of a face to the name. And you can see Audi Kid jumping in there. Maybe he's getting ready to have a conversation with someone else. Sometimes I'll be in there too, hanging out, talking to guys like 10X and Zay and Sir Clive and so forth.